Welcome back to the Cool Figures channel. I'm your host, Justin the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 93 of my behind the scenes toy photography video series here on the Cool Figures channel. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yes, guys, episode 93. We are getting super close to 100 of these. But yeah, this is just essentially a video series where you get to see the behind the scenes look at me taking my review shots. I do 10 pics review, so it kind of has to go pretty quickly, so I don't have time to dive into each and every single figure individually. But here I like to show you guys my process, my setup, my lighting, and how I pose them and how I work it, and even how I take the pictures with my phone. So as you can see here, we are taking a look at the NECA Toys Mirage Black and White Shredder. Man, was it a hassle to get my hands on this guy, but I am happy that he's finally here because he does look phenomenal despite just being a repaint. But talking about repaints and NECA toys and being a hassle to get, we are also taking a look at the NECA Foot Soldier from the Mirage comics in the black and white repaint. And yeah, this guy is actually really cool. He comes with two different alternate heads and a lot of great weapons, unlike Shredder, who only comes with an extra set of hands, chain, bladed weapon, and a bow and arrow. And they were both priced at the same $40, and you had to go through the same bullshit process to acquire each of them, which is buy a code through Walmart and then unfortunately have to go to a different website, autotvault.com, and then enter it there and decide whether or not you wanted it to be shipped or stored so that you can resell it in mint condition. Obviously, as a true collector, I wanted mine in hand, so I waited the 15 plus days for them to ship it. Yes, you heard that right, 15 plus days, and he's finally here in hand. Up next, we're taking a look at my main shot from this week's post over on Epic Shots by Cool Figures. That page is where I post my more thought out, planned out, more edited toy pics. And last week we did get the trailer for John Wick Chapter 4, which was definitely the inspiration behind this shot. In fact, it was a little more grander in scale, and it still might get done. However, I just didn't have the time to do it this week, so I went ahead and downsized it a bit. So instead of using 6 skulls plus a black skull, I went ahead and just used 3 pink skulls. And so yeah, it was a lot smaller in scale, but it still managed to come out really good. And I actually managed to take a horizontal photo opposed to a portrait mode photo, and I don't normally do that, but this photo just lent itself so perfectly to it. And even the background characters looked good enough for me to just shoot on their own, so that's what I went ahead and did, because I really paid a lot of time into posing them and getting them to look good. And so when I took away John in that first pink skull, I was like, hey, there's another photo here or two. So moving on, we are taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Power Ring. This is the final figure needed in the Crime Syndicate Starro Build-A-Figure wave. Now, this guy is going immediately back into his box and being sold on Ofra, but the Starro is staying home with me. That's the whole reason why I collected this line. However, I have to admit, this figure in itself is a phenomenal figure. It has a great sculpt and build to it, and one of the better ones that McFarlane has released to date. So with that being said, guys, that wraps it up for this week's episode. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.